Guys, you won't believe what I have. New pets, of course.
I will show you all my pets, explain about them, and share some shocking news. So let's get on with me on the Empire Stories YouTube channel. Before we get on with this episode, I made a video about my 2-year anniversary which passed, and you can watch that video after this one. Another thing I wanted to share is that if you remember about my Formica subcercial queen ant, I have info about what recently happened to her that I made more than a month ago. You can watch that video, but it's a very sad video. Now, I'm not going to show my current pets just yet because I actually have some news that happened a while ago, but I didn't share. In summer break, I found a trail of an Odorous house ant super colony, and I caught some queens and worker ants, but I placed them in a garage while I deal with someone, but it took all day, so the next day the workers were dying, but somehow the queens weren't. I released those Odorous house ants to get more the next day, but gave up because some ants were escaping and my dad was discouraging me from keeping ants, which made me feel horrible. I released the Odorous house ants. Another year of Odorous house ant super colony failure. I hope I get prepared to keep an Odorous house ant super colony in 2024. Another thing I haven't explained in this channel yet is a thief ant queen who I caught in my bathroom out of all the places this summer, and I saw another thief ant queen in my house another day who she sadly started seemingly dying at one point. I didn't keep the other queen thief ant. After that, my pet thief ant queen was laying a lot of eggs, and then recently, and when I meant recently, I meant August, September, between months. My thief ant queen didn't move, and a few weeks later I realized she died either of thirst or mold. Rest in peace, poor thief ant queens, including Wild. Now that I'm done talking about those, let's go on to the other pets I haven't showed and are even alive. First is this acrobat ant queen. I'm still not sure if she laid any eggs. I caught this queen at my front yard. I guess this queen ant is a Chromatogaster caraci, but I'm not too sure. The next queen ant is a turf grass ant. Like the acrobat ant queen, I'm not sure if the turf grass ant queen laid eggs either, but I'm wishing them to lay eggs at some point and grow an ant colony. I'm not releasing these queen ants now because these are the only Lasius and Chromatogaster queens I have. I found this Lasius New Niger queen ant the next day after I found my Chromatogaster queen ant. I found this Lasius New Niger queen when there was a nocturnal flight at a sidewalk near a gym. After I caught those 2 queen ants at the last week of summer break, I caught a special queen ant in the first day of school. This queen ant is a Temnothorax brigandae, and the sad thing is that I've lost her in the night of the first day of school when I was at home, and that night was a disaster. It was a long story, and to make it short, I lost that queen ant while arguing with someone. I couldn't find that queen ever since. I just wishes she made it safely to found a colony. It sucks that a queen ant of a species I'm very interested of got lost in my house, and a high chance of her dying. I've also caught another queen ant at school who I lost, and she's a Nylanderia ant. Maybe she's a Nylanderia flavipes. I caught her in September 2023, but sadly while making this video I found out that she just recently died. Rest in peace, Nylanderia queen ant. I was very miserable when I just lost her. When I had my 3 queen ants living, I had the highest hopes for the Nylanderia queen ant because she actually had a lot of brood, which might have declined over time, sadly, and one day I noticed she moved to another spot and I wasn't sure if she had brood anymore. Hopefully she did, and there's pink stuff, maybe bacteria on the napkin in her container, and mold. She also was losing water, and last time I put water on her setup and now I see mold everywhere. I gave more water to my Lacys and Chromatogaster queens last time too, but they're okay. I wasn't expecting that water to cause mold to thrive and kill my ants. But yet again, I should expect this. Wish good luck when I try to keep another Nylanderia queen ant in the future. Now, I think I'm done showing you my queen ants for this episode. Let's move on to my other pets, and I haven't featured them before. This is my young domestic cat. It's over 6 months old, I believe, and I had it since November 18th. I honestly don't know what breed it is now. I haven't seen a cat like this in a pet store. This cat is special. I got this cat as a gift from someone. I'm still not really sure what to name this cat, but you can name this cat. In fact, you can name my other pets, my queen ants, at the comment section. The name suggestions should have the most likes, and the winning names will be announced in a future episode. I will even make future episodes about this cat. Oh, and this is what my cat's room looks like. I just cleaned it up and did some upgrades. I haven't seen this cat hanging out here much, but I think that's fine. My family gives this cat some cat food, raw meats, I guess, water, milk, and even a waffle. I'm planning to give this cat more options. Now let's explain about another non-ant pet that I had. I was going to show it to you, but it sadly died, and it's a house cricket. It's the last pet I'll explain in this episode, and it used to live in here. The history of that cricket and its group is extremely sad. Where I found this cricket was at a pet store, and I actually caught a lot of crickets, then placed that group of crickets in a few different containers before this container, and the terrible thing is that many crickets died when I kept them. Before, I had a few crickets left and 2 crickets escaped, and I still haven't found them. Then, the last remaining cricket died. I miss all those crickets. Rest in peace. I'm planning to care for many crickets in the future, but I must do a lot of research before I do, and I must give crickets the best home, so I'm planning to build a naturalistic setup, including plants and much more. Wish the lost crickets with the best luck. I shared the cats' food with the crickets. I also gave them carrots, nuts, popcorn, and water, but the crickets didn't survive. I'm extremely sorry for the crickets. In the past, I got a couple of crickets from a pet store, and that was another disaster. I'm extremely sorry for those crickets too. Now, that's all of my pets. Which one do you like the most? I think I know what your favorite is. I have some news to share now. Let's start with good. First, my channel passed 300 subscribers. I'm not sure how. Second, the next episode will be about my special documentary, I think. Third, now that it's the holiday season, buy yourself or someone else you want an ant farm over at antbiostories.com. The perfect place to get a Christmas gift right now. I just published my website on Thursday, December 7th, and the new website includes info of me, my wildlife photography, the shop, and future projects. Here at abs.com, we serve quality ant farms and more. And biostories.com might be difficult to search on Google, but I placed a link on the description section. Go check it out. Now I have some bad news. The bad news is that my channel went back down to less than 100 subscribers. I feel like the 100 subscribers and more were just some glitches. Now I'm done saying what I was wanting to say for this episode. There's a link in the descriptions of my ants and other pets. I hope I said everything, and bye bye. And I said my subscriber count went back to less than 100. A notification came showing that I have passed 100 subs, and when I checked on my YouTube channel, I have over 100 subs that time. 100 sub special coming soon!